Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Zimasa for all those who do not know me. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for joining us on yet another video. And if it is your first time here, you're very much welcome to this platform. Please do kululi your badge and feel at home. If you have not subscribed, I do kindly ask that you click the subscribe button. It is free to do so. You will not be charged. And also, please do like this video. By doing so, you do help it to reach more people. Also, to everyone who's been watching the ads, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Saze savelelwa isi South Africa. Yo! So, Thabo Bester appeared in court on the 5th of June with his co-accused. And after that, people have been saying Thabo Bester is smart. And now, when it comes to that, I disagree, to be honest, if being smart is associated with what he did in court on the 5th of June. Now, Thabo Bester, they appeared and then he started addressing the court on the issues that he's faced with in prison. I do attach a video at the end of him in court ranting. You can just wait and people say he's smart because he represented himself. This is what I have to say. When we are talking about Thabo Bester, we are talking about someone who has been in and out with the law. So he will know his rights, you know. This is a person who has been in prison for many years. So he will know his rights. So for him, I mean, like, it's just you also, you can get yourself the Constitution and go through it on things that are actually affecting you. You can also take the Bill of Rights, you know, go through the Bill of Rights. He mentioned Section 35, which is his right as an arrested person, even though he said Section 25, and the presiding office actually corrected him. So Thabo Bester will know the law because, remember, this is a person who has changed legal representatives for about 3 times now in this matter. So these legal representatives actually share or give him some legal advice there and there. And he will take that and run away with it, you know, because, I mean, they will address you. They will let you know on certain things, more especially when it comes to your rights. So I don't see anything special with what he was saying in court. He was just raising his issues that now, whereas any other person, if you are in prison, you can raise, you know, if you feel like, you know, there and there, I'm not happy with this and that. Now, Nandi Pamagudumana was emotional, you know, when Thabo Bester was talking, and people are saying, yeah, we see why Nandi Pamagudumana fell in love with this guy because Thabo Bester, he's a smooth talker. He might be a smooth talker for that. I'm not disputing. But shame when it comes to being smart because he was showing no remorse in court. Now, he mentioned that his case involves high-profile people. So Onandipa and the other co-accused are just, you know, mere people. I don't know the term that he used, but he says there are people who are behind his escape, even though he says that he did not escape. And he might be right that he did not escape. And he says that he feels like his life is in danger. This person is not remorseful or whatsoever. And he says that when he was out for a year in South Africa, he did not violate any human being. And now, what must we say about Bereng? Must we forget about the guy who actually lost his life in this whole situation of Thabo Bester escaping? This guy is not remorseful. He is very, very, very arrogant, to be honest. And I see him as someone who is so used to having things go his way, you know, such that now he's very frustrated now that he feels like a prisoner because all along he was not living like a prisoner. He was in a presidential suite, Mtakabao. So now he does say that where he is, he feels like his human rights are violated. It is not a place you can keep a person. That is prison. Dude, you are in prison. You know, you are in prison. He needs to understand that he's in prison. Decision because wow, sana, we are so yikisa. But he says that he does have evidence that there are certain people who are involved. It's more than the average people that he has been arrested with, and he does call for a death sentence over him, to save the people that are arrested for his escape. Just tell me what you think with regards to this whole Thabo Bester situation. Do you really think that Thabo Bester was smart? And also, I don't even think that was a smart move. Oh, I applaud the presiding officer. He's very patient, Shem. He's very patient. He gave him all the time to speak. And when Thabo Bester was done speaking, he asked, "Are you done speaking?" Thabo Bester said yes. And then the presiding officer said, "You know what? I have nothing to say to you until you come with a legal representative." I don't know what tactics Thabo Bester is trying to play, to be honest, because he's even emotionally emotional blackmailer, man. He says that we must sign a petition for him to be given a death sentence, knowing very well that a death sentence in South Africa is not allowed. But just tell me what you think with regards to this unremorseful man, do you really think that he's smart? But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I will see you on my next video.
Yes, Mr. Bester, I see you raising your hand.
Your Honor, I would like to raise, I feel that it is in my right, Your Honor, to request the court to address the court humbly so, Your Honor. I do have a bit of a challenge on the facts that you have brought to me related to my defense, because I do feel that it had to be the same challenge again. And I think I understand what the court is saying in the sense of me approaching a formal application before the court.
If need be.
Yes. But I do request the court to humbly give me an opportunity to give these, because that's not the only challenge. I'd like to give the court the actual challenges so that the court can understand where I'm coming from in raising this point, please. May I proceed?
You may proceed.
Your Honor, I'm having a challenge in basically being able to consult, but not only consult, but access legal documentation from my incarceration currently.
Just a minute. Yes. When you say legal documentation, what does that mean?
That means that the Correctional Service Act 111 of 1998, which I am charged under, I have requested it from the National Commissioner, the Area Commissioner, and it's been refused. That I'm being told that I cannot access that document, and that document is actually the document that I'm charged on. I don't know why I'm not allowed to access the document. I've not been given any explanation on that. It took me 4 months to be able to access the Bill of Rights and the Constitution. So what I'm trying to explain to the court is that there are fundamental issues that are pertaining to me as an accused, that I believe that any legal representation that's going to represent me is going to deal with the same issues, and it's going to end up in a point where I'm going to withdraw. This is my third withdrawal of an attorney, and I feel that all of them have had the same challenges. The challenges are that I'm not able to have either access to the documents they want to give me, and if the documents are sitting with, because at the current situation is that the National Commissioner has placed me under him directly, meaning that there's nothing that can be processed or given to me without his access or without his direct approval. And in that, it means that whatever document my legal team may present, be it a motion or be it whatever application or any legal documentation, it has to be given to him. And I feel that that is unfair, Your Honor. And also, legal representations are withdrawing from the case based on the fact on how they are treated when they are actually consulting, or how they are treated when they are coming to consult with me. And I feel that, Your Honor, if you are saying to me that I need to appoint another attorney and he should, or they should come here and present the case of my treatment, when I am the one who's been treated in that manner, I feel it wouldn't be correct, Your Honor, because I am the one that's treated in that manner. I'm the one experiencing that. And to allow me to just point, because I'd like to proceed, if I may. The National Commissioner, Your Honor, has been in charge, or has taken the obligation of being in charge of me as an inmate. And in that, meaning that all my responsibilities or any activities that involves Thabo Bester has a Thabo Bester Act, according to correctional services, the way I feel I'm treated. It might not be correct, but that's how I am treated. I'm segregated from everyone for the past 15 months. I have not had access or contact with any human except the EST that sits outside my door. And that's the only people I see. And I feel for my mental health and other issues, it is unfair and it's not presenting me in the best ability to be in this court. I also believe that the so-called political swing behind this weight that's tried to deprive me of any right to be able to have a fair defense in this matter is crucial. Your Honor, I shy away not from the fact that in the docket there's a statement that has been produced by the investigating officer who actually apparently has committed suicide. that says that I have said that the former president is the one who orchestrated this escape. And if you read the indictment, it has the former presidential protection unit as a witness, and also the matter of case that I've opened, the investigating officer in that matter is also a witness in this case. So meaning that, Your Honor, I am sitting in a situation where I, as a person, feel that I have no system or any place where else to bring my grievances than this court and myself. Because if I have to bring it before the prison, there's no one available to assist me. The National Commissioner has on public platform said he will address and have a meeting with me. This was 2 months when I got back into this country. And till to this date, I have never seen that person. I've only heard of reports. To continue with this issue is that, Your Honor, I believe that even my presence in this court, I am not brought in this court freely, where I can express myself. If you can look at me, Your Honor, in the way that I am cuffed. I am cuffed in a way, Your Honor, that is unhuman for a person that's coming to defend and fight for his own life. Be it or be it not. The Bill of Rights states very clearly that all are to be presumed innocent, and the state has to prove beyond reasonable doubt that I am guilty. I believe that with the carnage of the media and everyone else, that I am not treated fairly or equal in any sense. And I feel that if that is the responsibility or the manner that I will be treated in, I feel that it's unfair, Your Honor, to a fair trial as a person that has an obligation to speak for himself. Because there's no one else that's going to do that for me. And I feel that I want to bring these issues to this court so that the court is aware that, first of all, the charge that I am facing involves the actual office that I am under. The correctional services, in whatever story the media that's out here, or even in indictment, is incomplete, Your Honor, without me. And I feel that I am treated this way to be threatened from me being able to express myself or present whatever evidence I can present to show that the so-called alleged whatever charges are incorrect. But in that manner, if this court cannot be able to hear me out, or the court cannot understand from my point of view, because first, Your Honor, I'm a layman in law, but I do understand that I do have the right to speak. So I would like to address the court on the basis of the charges involve so many high-profile people that the Minister and the National Commissioner of Correctional Services have deprived me from every single privilege that exists. I am under Section 29 of the apartheid government. That is how I am treated at this current moment in this constitution, in this free country. I am treated with 2 hours of family visits for 30 minutes. I am given 1 consultation or 2 if I am lucky. And in that process, I am kept in a hole by myself with no one on site. They have removed the EST people that were outside my door now. I feel that my life is in danger because of the fact that the people that are responsible for this charge, I am under their hands. How can I then be able to defend myself, Your Honor, if the court is not able to give me an ear in whatever issues I may be? The way that I am dressed, I have been forced to dress as such. I am not dressed. These clothes were bought for a purpose to come to court. I had to spend money to look like this. I have clothes in my bags that have whatever branding. I am not allowed to wear clothes that cost a certain amount. I was told that I can't wear clothes that are Louis Vuitton or whatever because it gives the wrong impression. So I am now being forced to follow laws based on an impression, Your Honor. And this is not just one thing, it's several matters and several issues that lead to one person. And this is one person out of 300,000 inmates in South Africa. I feel that it's unfair. You understand, Your Honor? I feel that I'm out to speak because I'm going to appoint another legal team, and they're going to withdraw again. And I'm going to come back and say, Your Honor, but I have the same problem. I don't have a copy of the docket. I don't know what the docket is. And I feel that the MPA are to give me the docket directly. Because if this is the manner that I'm going to have, I might have to defend myself as a lame person in court and hope and pray that whatever facts I'll present, because I have requested to the head of prison that if I can please have access to a consultation of experts, which means I would like to have a PI or forensic experts to verify if those facts in docket are actually true, because I differ from the version they have. And for me to be able to do that, I need to be allowed for them to come to the prison. But I'm not. I have 2 months left in the time period that I have to serve in Siemens. But I know for a fact that I will not be treated fairly and be released as anyone else, because there's a time period that you serve in a prison like that. There is no human rights in that prison. Jix wrote a report by Judge Cameron that he submitted in Parliament, and gave to a portfolio committee that correctional services, CMAX and COGSTA are unconstitutional. They are violating every single right that the fundamental structure of this court exists on. And I believe that if I don't speak for myself, who's going to do that for me? Because I'm going to come here and get a remind after a remind, and it's going to be as I want to delay this matter. I am nearly done with my sentence, Your Honor. I want to finish with this matter. And I really want the court to understand. My last point, Your Honor, that I want to state is the issue of equality, Your Honor. I don't feel that I'm equally treated as any other accused person in this country. First of all, Your Honor, you have the media that has tarnished and destroyed me on no facts, no evidence has been brought in any side. It's already confirmed that I've escaped, but no one knows the true facts. It is already confirmed that Thabo Bester is a rapist and a murderer, but there's no evidence. I am self-convicted. I pleaded guilty to the most crucial, or most dangerous unit, which is called the Katomena Killer Squad, forced me to plead guilty. And that case has been pending for 13 years in these courts. Transcripts have been missing for 13 years. And it goes around in South Africa as there is a proven fact, beyond reasonable doubt, that Thabo Bester is a murderer and a rapist. I've been out for a year. There's no one charge. Leonard Chowdhury, which I can refer to. I am not the worst inmate in this country. I don't have the highest counts. I have 3 counts. But I am the most popular inmate in this country for no reason, because of the political carnage and because of the political issues that I have in my personal capacity that have nothing to do with this legal proceedings. And I feel that I am to address that. And Your Honor, with my last point, that I feel it's unfair for these people that are sitting here as my so-called accused to be in court when I know very well they have nothing to do with this. When I know very well that they were not present in any of these issues that are in this indictment. The people that are being protected by the investigating team are very clearly known. I have more than enough evidence to prove that this thing is much more than just an average people that are working at an institution called G4S that just decided on one day to release me. It's highly impossible for them to do that without political power or other high office involved in this issue. I have been out in South Africa, living my life for a year. I have not violated any human, but I am treated with the utmost, even in the legal fraternity, Your Honor. It's very difficult for me to appoint an attorney. Attorney would cancel brief on the basis that say, I don't want to be associated with Thabo Bester because the media will attack me. I've had 5 counsels who told me that I would love to be in your case, but I'll be in the background. Because I cannot be seen in front, because you're Thabo Bester. The media will destroy me and the state will never give me any work. Is that anyhow how I should be treated when I am standing in trial, Your Honor? Is that equal to any other person that is standing in trial? My last point, Your Honor, is that under Section 2...
This is your third last point.
Let's make it this is the last point.
Okay.
Section 277 that was cancelled by the Constitutional Court as a death sentence. Your Honor, I say this as a broken man, and I say this wholeheartedly. It tears me apart to see these people in the school, knowing very well that they're suffering for something they know nothing about. I request that the public, if they are so convinced, and if the prosecution is so convinced that I am the waste of these people's lives, that this section be enforced on a penalty or on a petition. That under the previous Act of Correctional Services, of Criminal Prosecution, Act 126 of 92, that a death sentence be given as a petition, that the public signs a petition and I be given a death sentence, and immediately I will agree to it. So we end this matter. I came here with 80 cars. I woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning. I've been having chains on my feet. My feet are ice at this point. I can barely feel my toes. This is not the way I want to proceed, Your Honor. If it means that this court can accept the petition and the public can sign it, and I can be put to rest, and we can put all this, because I am at peace. I know what I've done, I know what I've not done. I am not perfect. But one thing I know for a fact, that none of these things would exist if there was no backhand of political watchdogs that control the situation. And I humbly ask you, and I'm sorry to have the outburst, but it's a lot for me to take. Really, it's too much, because I feel that it's unfair. It is unfair to be treated and to struggle to appoint an attorney. You find the best attorney in whatever, or the best advocate, but they will refuse brief. It's not a matter of funds, it's a matter of association. And it's not fair. It means that I'm not equal in this court. And if I'm not equal in this court, then it's a waste of time to come to court. Then we might as well just sentence me. and release these people because they knew nothing.
Are you done?
Yes.
Thank you. Yes, Mr. Bester, it seems to me that what I intimated earlier still remain relevant, and that is you must first engage the services of a legal representative. Secondly, with regard to your conditions in prison, it is for that reason that Justice Cameron is there. He's the inspecting judge of prisons. You can lodge a complaint with his office, and I can assure you that it will be investigated. When it comes to the documentation, again, your legal representative can help you to bring an access to information application, and you'll get that. Mr. Mpemvane, who is standing in for Advocate Bester here, can be engaged in order to give you a copy of the docket for you to look at what evidence they have against them. I'm not in a position to prescribe to the press, the media, or to Mr. Mpemvane on what they should or should not do. Lastly, as to your co-accused, it is the state that brings prosecutions and not the court. The state is of the view, and that is why they are before a court of law, that there is at this stage a prima facie case against them, and that is all that they need. It is not for me to decide whether they are innocent or guilty. And the death sentence, you say yourself, it has been declared unconstitutional. I have no power to bring it back. One, and two, the whole issue of a petition, that is totally irrelevant. It's not a consideration for present purposes. So what I suggest is get a legal representative and let your legal team do the necessary. I think it would be best, as you yourself say, you are a lay person, and I don't think that it would be wise for you to want to conduct your own defense. So you informed me that you will be able to do that within the next 7 days. A date has now been arranged, which is the 24th of July, 2024. Should you instruct or engage an attorney, you can give the attorney instructions to bring the necessary application to this court, because I cannot entertain an application, Mr. Mpemvane, if I don't have the, Mr. Bester, if I don't have the other side of the case. At this stage, that is what you tell me. I do not know the veracity thereof. It would therefore be proper if there's a proper application, properly prosecuted, and the commissioner or whoever else you mentioned has the opportunity to answer, and a court of law can then look at all the relevant facts and circumstances and come to a proper decision on the matter. The doors are not closed to you, Mr. Bester. So, and if your legal representative feel that he or she or they are constrained by the rules of the prison, they can always bring an application to the court to relax those, and the court will, depending on the facts presented to it, make a just decision. Thank you. I suppose there's nothing from the legal representatives we've done. The matter is then postponed to the 24th of July 2024, Mr. Mpemvane.